It's the CineBros! And we just saw Knock at the Cabin. So, basically, just getting right into the movie, as soon as it starts, opens with a married couple, Andrew and Eric, and their adopted daughter, Wen. Her whole name was Wendelin, I believe. Yep. So, they're just on a vacation in a cabin. And Wen is out playing, catching grasshoppers, things kids do, I guess.
Hope not.
That part was disgusting.
You don't like grasshoppers, bro?
I'm not catching insects.
Oh.
Probably a locust. That's what I was thinking. How she knows those are grasshoppers, not locusts?
I have something to say about that. Keep that thought.
Oh.
But yeah, so she runs into Leonard, played by Dave Bautista. He's wearing a...
He's a Batista intro.
He's got his short sleeve white button up looking
he's
crazy.
Looks like a substitute teacher.
He really does.
He kind of was.
Spoiler alert.
Not bad.
Then you have his three friends that, come with him. I don't remember any of their names, to be honest with you. But then they come up to the cabin. They're knocking on the door. And then they're there to make the family of Eric, Andrew, and Wen make a sacrifice. And that's really all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
So, what are your guys' thoughts?
The trailer does a good job of just showing that. It doesn't really
The
show
first trailer.
Yeah, the first
If
trailer.
you didn't see the second trailer, don't watch it because it's the movie.
Yeah.
I will say, I do like that they just got right into it.
Yeah.
There was no build up.
I
They
agree.
just jumped straight into the plot. I was like, whoa! It's
Yeah.
almost like it felt like the movie starts halfway through.
Yeah, the movie does good because it gets right into it, and then it also throughout the movie will do the backstory.
The flashbacks.
You want to know more about the characters and why they're there and kind of why they are, how they are. So it does do a good job with that.
Yeah, about those backstories, I really found those pointless.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
I didn't care for any of it. Except one story in the flashbacks, which has to do with an attack, that's all I'll say. But, because that actually had to lend itself to something. But, them going to China and adopting their daughter, I'm
going to go off that.
It didn't really do anything for me. And I'm adopted.
Yeah, true, coming from an adopted boy.
Hey, I'm just saying, it didn't lend itself to anything else in the story other than for you to feel for the characters, which is fine.
That's what I thought. I thought it was kind of like a feel grab.
For you to feel for them. That's all it was.
If you're like me, I like a feel grab.
That's fine.
I get emotional at the end of movies sometimes, and I think it did a good job with explaining their backstory. So I did enjoy it.
That's fine. That's totally fine.
It did feel grab me. It worked though.
It worked.
But I don't respect it. You know what they're doing.
Yeah, you know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Very calculated.
It was calculated.
When you get right to it, it's pretty okay. So first of all, the director, writer, produced everything by M. Night Shyamalans. I guess you guys aren't really that familiar with him.
I am.
I didn't really see that Split.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one I forgot to tell you. So
Yeah.
he did Split, but okay.
Thinks we're not. Yeah, I think we're just the CineBros for no reason. Mr. Leader over here.
Leader.
Bro.
Anyway.
But no, so as y'all know though, M. Night Shyamalan is very hit or miss. You got The Last Airbender, which is honestly one of the worst movies of all time, to be honest.
Are you the Avatar wrong?
What is that?
And then you got Split, The Sixth Sense, a classic movie with one of the greatest twists of all time. So if you're a fan of his or you know about his work in any way, this doesn't necessarily feel like one of his movies. There's no twist. I'll just tell you that. It's pretty much what it is. Basically, this isn't a spoiler, but as soon as the movie starts and they give you the basic layout of what it's about, it really can only go two ways.
I was going to say, it goes according to plan.
It's rather, I'll just say it's rather these people are crazy or they're not. That's really all it is. There's nothing else to it, which if you know M. Night Shyamalan and how you're waiting for a twist, you might be a little disappointed.
I will say, this movie was very realistic.
Yeah.
You're either crazy, I feel like it's like real world. People either think you're crazy or they think you're normal.
True.
AKA, you got some sense.
Yeah.
Every time I say a director name, I just think of Timothy Chalamet.
Me too.
M. Night Shyamalan, Timothy Chalamet. Not really mild spoilers, but just if you're going into what they're talking about. Well, in the second trailer, they say there's going to be plagues and stuff happening, the apocalypse. It's very biblical, kind of ish.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it is, but it's not by the book. It's really hard to explain. It's just themes. I don't know if you guys seen this movie, but it's called Knowing with Nicolas Cage.
I know what you're talking about.
But it's very
At
similar
the end,
to that.
where the aliens take them away, right?
Yes, but that
Yeah.
movie's also very biblical. They're almost like angels instead of aliens. in
I
that
thought they were
movie.
aliens.
Let me talk about my star of the show.
Oh, okay.
All right. Controversial someone over here.
Oh.
My star of the show, Ben Aldridge. He plays Andrew in the movie.
Now, what's he from, first of all?
I don't know what he's from. I just know Jonathan Groff is
Right.
from Frozen. Boy, Kristoff.
And Hamilton.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I think Andrew in the movie did really good with just kind of everything. And yeah, I appreciate that. You know, just watching a movie about knocking on a
I
cabin.
know, dude. Look at the
Come
door
on.
unlocked.
I know. That was me.
I agree. I think I like Andrew so much because he used logic the entire time. He didn't let his emotions get to him. And I think I like him so much because with Eric, he was very emotional and he was reacting based off of that. And because of that, I related to him way too much. That's why I like Andrew, because he was the only logical person there besides little Gwen.
But yeah, just before you go,
Yeah.
you know, he was logical, but then again, I think he was too against believing anything that requires faith.
But like
It's logic, though.
No, but like it was like getting toward the end where I was like, dude, like
Alright.
you're almost being dumb by not like kind of, you know.
Yeah.
At the end, you know, it's whatever. But I didn't mind Eric really in the movie, mainly just because he was dealing with an issue, is all I'll say.
Yeah.
Where I was like, okay, it makes sense for him to be kind of just
Logic.
out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, and the little girl, yeah, she's not great in my opinion.
I didn't think so.
What's the no, and this is
movie.
no, she's not great, but it is not her fault. It's M. Night Shyamalan's fault because he's terrible with kid actors, and I've seen it before. If you watch The Last Airbender, all those kids are terrible in it, and it's just like when she's not bad when she's just like talking, but when she has to like get loud and like
Oh, yeah,
kind
that
of
was
like
bad.
oh yeah, it's just like okay, she's a kid.
She's a kid.
But
4.
you know, and not just with her, but I thought some of the dialogue was just not it in some
Yeah,
like some
same.
spots. They were just saying some lines. I'm like, that's what you just said. That's words that just came out of your mouth.
Like,
Drop the weapon and move away from Eric, or I'll show you I was chosen to put a bullet in your head.
What?
I agree.
But again, I blame M. Night Shyamalan more than I blame any of the actors because honestly, I thought everyone did a good job. I really like Dave Bautista. I think he's the best wrestler actor to come out.
Yeah.
More than The Rock, and John Cena is
I
probably
agree.
second place. I'm talking about acting wise.
Acting wise,
Acting
yeah, acting
wise.
No,
Yeah.
Dave Bautista did really good in this movie.
Yeah.
For sure.
But I mean, at the end of the day,
But-
yeah, what's up?
Can Batista play and lead the game plan?
But can The Rock play
Or
any
the
character
truth
other
fairy.
than himself?
True.
I don't know.
Could you see The Rock in a role like this? No shot.
Nah, probably
You ever
not.
seen Skyscraper?
Yeah, you ever seen Skyscraper? Missing a leg.
Oh, brother. But I mean, I guess we can get to the ratings. I don't really have much else to say. It's very straightforward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of, I think I kind of wish there was more. Maybe with the apocalypse aspect, I wish they kind of went into that more because I like stuff like that, like
Same.
end of the world movies. I find they're just interesting, you know, they're cool,
Yeah.
and it just didn't go there all the way for me. But
And I'm
you
gonna
know.
just, I don't know the right thing to say. I'm glad they didn't overdo the gay couple in the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just glad they didn't overdo it. Like they didn't. I don't know. They just never overdo it.
Honestly, I don't know who's watched it, and we were just talking about it. But the latest episode of The Last of Us, it's with that whole episode. That's all I'll say about it. But it's kind of like it just feels like that kind of relationship, which is very sweet. You know, you actually feel like you know.
Yeah, I love their relationship. I
Yeah.
thought it was great. So
Very decent movie. Got straight to the point. I do wish they touched up on the the apocalypse aspect more. You know what I mean? Just like at least dive a little bit deeper. I actually hated the ending a lot, especially the very last scene with the music.
Yeah,
I thought
that
was the
went on
dumbest thing.
way too long.
I thought
First
that was
of
the
all,
dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life, and it just acted way too normal for what they just went through.
that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ending was just kind of like, there
It's
you
like,
go.
all right,
like,
dude,
oh,
yeah.
well,
Yeah.
all right.
It felt like the ending there felt like how a book usually ends.
No, so
Where you kind of, I know it's based off a book.
I
You kind of just like,
I didn't want to say anything till now,
yeah.
but on the ride over here, I looked up the ending to the book.
Mm-hmm.
They changed the ending
Yeah.
completely.
Really?
Mhm.
Yes, the ending of this movie is completely different from the book.
Interesting.
I'll tell you guys off camera what
Oh.
it is, but
Okay.
yeah. So,
Yeah, so for me, very decent movie. Would I recommend it to somebody else? I would tell them to watch it if they wanted to watch a movie and have a lazy date night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you got nothing else to do. You don't want to go outside. You're just like, you know what?
Put you right to
Let's
sleep.
go to the gas station. Let's get some snacks, get some popcorn, get a slushie, and let's rent. I feel like this movie's going to be a number one hit on Netflix or some
Yeah.
streaming platform.
Yeah.
So 65%.
okay.
Yeah,
65%.
I respect that.
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm,
it's a great rating. For me, I think what increased my rating was the ending before the ending, when Eric and Andrew were having like an intimate conversation.
That was a good scene.
Yeah, it had me tearing up a little bit.
Mhm.
So it did increase my rating a little bit, but I mean overall, nothing crazy. Thought the shots were really good from like a cinematic standpoint, but other than that, I'm not jumping out of my seat for it.
No.
So I mean standard like 72%.
Okay. Yeah, what you said with it being on Netflix, that's exactly what I was thinking. Just like a
Yeah.
movie,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I'll check this out.
Mhm.
Batista's in it, or whatever.
It's on the front page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, perfect movie for that. So, I think I'll land at like a. You said 65?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll probably be at like a 62%.
It doesn't have the it factor.
Yeah, I'll, like honestly, like in a month or so, I'll be like, yeah, I mean, it was
I'm gonna-
okay.
I'm gonna forget
I don't-
about
yeah,
this
I, don't- I
movie.
won't remember
Yeah.
things about it, which is unfortunate because I think the concept is really interesting and it could have been very interesting,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it just felt a little short.
But it's a concept that's been done before.
It has been done.
Which I think we're going to forget about it. Because I forgot about that Nicolas Cage movie too. You just brought it up.
Yeah, one of those. But that's our review.
Yep.
That's it.
Tune in next time.
Wait,
for-
wait,
Oh, whoa, whoa,
before
whoa.
that, before that. Let us know in the comments.
Mm.
Would you sacrifice the entire world for your family?
Let us know.
Think on that.
Something
Let
to
us
think
know in the
about.
comments down below.
Okay.
Or just someone you love. Some people hate their family.
The people you care about the most.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll put it that way.
Plus your dog.
Would you shoot them in the face? Tell us in the comments.
Or let 7 billion people die.
7 billion.
7 billion.
Tune in next time for a review of